In Luke chapter 6, verse 45, Jesus tells us, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And then there's an asterisk in the Greek that says, except on social media. What you say on social media doesn't count. Obviously, we know that that's not true. But during this time, especially now that our state guidelines have been posted for what reopening the economy looks like, there is a lot of stuff that is being said on social media, a lot of it by Christians as well, sort of using that avenue as a vent for anger, frustration, celebration, and all, just spouting all manner of things. And I would just want to remind us as believers that what we say through our keyboards is just as real and indicative of our hearts as what actually comes out of our mouths. And elsewhere in Scripture, Paul in Philippians chapter 4, verse 5 says, "Let your reasonableness be known to everyone. The Lord is at hand. So be anxious about nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be known to God." And I think one of the reasons that Paul says, "Let your reasonableness be known to everyone," is that a belief in the gospel, a heart that is new, produces or should produce an even keel sort of disposition. The ability, as we have talked about, to weep with those who weep, to rejoice with those who rejoice, to sympathize with others who are struggling. And so that's a word for us in our moment, especially as it relates to the way that we use social media. There are plenty of people who have plenty of opinions, and all of us have our own opinions. But we need to be reminded of the complexities of this situation. For those of us that are tempted to believe that this is just a conspiracy and it's all overblown, we need to remember that we know people who have loved ones who have died and are dying, even if ours are not. That is a reality. Even if we believe this is overblown, that is a reality for many people. For those of us who are excited or are not excited, concerned about the economy reopening, worried about this getting worse, we do need to remember there are people whose livelihoods are evaporating day by day. And so before we vent our anger, our frustration on social media, we need to remember, is that the best way to love our neighbor? Should we maybe instead privately take these anxieties, take these frustrations, take these joys to the Lord out of love for our neighbor? Let your reasonableness be known to everyone. The Lord is at hand. For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. This is a difficult thing to do, and we need the Spirit to help us in our weakness. But we are told that He is ever present. Indeed, He intercedes for us, Romans 8 says. So take that to heart today. I love you. I'm looking forward to being with you on Sunday morning at 11 a.m., and I pray that you have a wonderful end of the week.